I just want to speak a message that I've said probably lots of times before, but it's so easy to forget and get dragged down with discouragement. I just want to encourage you guys, particularly if you're single and you've been waiting a long time for someone to come into your life, or you've been in a situation that's so difficult. Perhaps you live in a house or a flat or a bed sit that is very unpleasant, that is, could be damp and mouldy and discouraging. There may not be many nice people around. You may be a lonely person in a situation in another country or in another town where you don't know people, or people are not friendly towards you. And you've been asking the Lord for help, for friends, or for a partner, or for a job, or for some other circumstances in your family lives maybe. Perhaps there's family problems, family troubles, perhaps troubles if you're married in your relationship. I just want to encourage you not to give up when it comes to praying to the Lord. And the Lord reminded me this week the parable of the persistent widow. And everything was against her when it came to receiving a blessing from the Lord. She was a widow, which wasn't very good in those back in the days of Jesus. She was Syrophoenician, which means she was outside of the blessings of the children of Israel. And she came to the Lord, and she just so badly wanted a blessing. She would not give up. She persisted and she persisted and persisted. And people said, don't bother the Lord, just leave him alone. Other people said, go away. But she wouldn't be put off by what people said, by attitudes, by status, whatever it was that was holding her back. She wouldn't let it hold her back, whatever the hindrance was. She knew what she wanted in her life, and she wanted a blessing from the Lord. It was everything to her. It was the whole purpose of her life to receive this blessing. And the Lord then come to her and said, that the blessing is to the children of Israel. And that would have discouraged her even more, but she would not give up. And she said, yes, Lord, but even the dogs eat the crumbs off the rich man's table. In other words, even if it is the case that I'm just a Gentile dog, that's what they called him, even the dogs from a rich man's table eat the crumbs, get some kind of blessing. And the Lord Jesus was so touched in his dear heart that he granted to her the request that she needed. Because she did not give up against all adversity, against all odds, against all circumstances, against health odds, against material odds, against social status odds, against financial odds. Everything was against her, but she would not give up. And the Lord so wonderfully teaches us the persistence of prayer. It doesn't mean that you're on your knees for 3 hours a day, pleading with sweat and tears. Persistence means just keep on asking, and it can go on for years and years, like a tap that just gently drips. So weak and feeble that drip, so weightless, hard, and yet it can move the mightiest man sat down in his chair to go up and turn that tap harder off. I just want to encourage you once again, just keep asking day after day after day. Like for me, I've been praying for some people, and I just pray a simple prayer each day for them, as much as I can, day after day. And it's been years for some of them. And every now and then I get a little glimmer of encouragement that something may be happening for them. Every now and then. But I just have to keep asking, because in doing so, the Lord hears and answers, and he delights in people who persist in prayer. And if your circumstances is not where you want to be, you need to pray it through, until the Lord brings the blessing that you long for in your life, that's going to make you feel a complete and whole person in the Lord Jesus Christ. So don't give up. Whatever the circumstances are, just don't give up. Keep asking, keep praying, day after day. Even though you're weary of it, you're tired of it, you just don't want to finish the course of asking, you just want it now. Just keep asking, keep asking. And like I said before, like the marathon runner, you know, it gets painful towards the end. And if you give up, you'll have a rubbish time. Or you just lose out altogether and get that medal at the end. You want to complete the course, then you need to keep on running. So be encouraged. The Lord will never, ever, ever let you down when you're faithful to Him in persistent prayer.